To our guest of honor, Dr. Ashok A. Sonkusare. Dr. Ashok A. Sonkusare is a physicist. He did his master's degree in physics with specialization in solid-state physics and digital electronics from Nagpur University, Nagpur. He completed his doctorate degree from University of Hull, United Kingdom. He worked in CSIR Research Laboratory, NEERI, Nagpur, for 3 years as a faculty. In 1997, he joined Planning Commission as Senior Research Officer, Natural Science. Since then, he is working in Planning Commission and Niti Aayog. Dr. Sonkusare is presently the Deputy Advisor of Science and Technology and Digital Communication. His main responsibilities are examination and appraisal of R&D projects, scientific ministries, and has contributed significantly in preparation of vision document and strategy plan for science and technology sector, preparing a roadmap for Make in India in body armor mechanism for ranking and rating of national laboratories, mechanism to provide flexibilities to scientific departments in financial and people managements, and standardization of construction operations and maintenance of roadways in India, and much more. He is a nodal officer for improving India's ranking in Global Innovation Index, launching of India Innovation Index, National Data Sharing and Accessibility Policy, NDSAP, Methanol Economy, Consultation Group of Science and Technology, sunrise sectors such as semiconductor and space economy sector. Dr. Sonkusare is a member of nearly 50 technical and advisory committee of the scientific ministries and departments. He published 3 scientific papers and 2 articles on transforming innovative research into profitable technology and reforms and action points to strengthen science, technology and innovation ecosystem in India. Now, I humbly invite our guest of honor, Dr. Ashok A. Sonkusare, to come up and share your valuable insights with us.
So, good morning to all the guests on the dais and the other participants of this particular meet. First of all, Niti Aayog recognizes that we can say that I convey. Niti Aayog is actually appreciate the idea of 1 week, 1 lab. And this is the thought of our visionary science leader. So first of all, and in various forums, Niti Aayog in various forums mention about our scientists are very brilliant in doing their research work, but they are very weak in showcasing their research output. This platform will have an excellent opportunity to scientists to showcase their contribution, how they are benefiting or how they are helping the startups, SMEs and industries, and also contribute to the society as a whole. I must say that each CSR lab should focus their 80% of R&D on its core area and 20% R&D on solving the social issues. Unless we do some research in social issues, our output is not visible to the general public. That is why I am saying that you should focus at least 20% of your R&D in the social issues. As we all aware that the Honorable Prime Minister has given a free hand to the scientists by saying that scientists should concentrate on their research and don't bother about the administrative issues. And I remember that when he took over as a Prime Minister, he called near about 25 to 30 eminent scientists of the country and listened carefully about the issues which hamper the growth of science and technology in the country. And he suggested some few points. He says that the scientific ministry and department should have a different financial and people management rules because of their nature of work. So he actually thought that we should provide the flexibility to the scientific department in people management as well as the financial management. And he directed the Niti to take a lead and develop a mechanism how we can provide the flexibility to the scientific department in these financial and people management issues. We consulted with all the scientific secretaries and come out with the mechanism, and the reports were submitted to the to DST, being a nodal agency for the research and development in the country. And implementation is going on now. The second thing he recommended that we should break the silos. We are working in silos now. The research organization, industry and the university, academia, they should work together. Then he suggested we should also measure the performance of the national laboratories by ranking and rating these national laboratories to infuse the competition among themselves. So this is he has suggested. Third thing he suggested that we are good in our academic research, but how to convert that academic research into the product, we are very weak in that particular area. So he wants the commercialization of the indigenous technology should also in the priority list. Third thing he mentioned about scientists should take the social challenges and solve them with the S&T intervention. I am therefore urging you all to implement all these suggestions of Prime Minister in true spirit. I must say here the industry meet is a very appropriate platform to discuss what are the gap areas, what are the challenges, future cooperation with startups and our SMEs. Today's startups are mushrooming like anything in our country. We are the third among the global. We are in the third places. So today startups are facing challenges in working capital. They are not able to compete with the established industries, and they are having stringent conditions, particularly eligibility conditions such as annual turnover, working capital, financial strength, certain year of experience. Because of this, they are not able to flourish. So these are the challenges of the startups in the country. So what the CSIR and the other laboratories can help us in promoting the startup. One is that each lab should incubate the startup in their campus itself. Number two, provide them access to the lab facilities. Provide them mentorship to convert their innovative idea into commercial viable technologies. Provide the opportunities to the student to become an entrepreneur. We should help them. In short, the lab should provide a startup with access to funding, mentoring and the R&D support. So with these suggestions, I think we will be able to help or promote startup in our country. Regarding the SMEs, SMEs are contributing significantly to the growth of our country through employment generation, investment and export, and also contribute for poverty reduction. So SME provide a backward and forward linkages to the industry sector as a whole of the economy. However, the SMEs are also facing some challenges. They are also not able to compete with the market due to inadequate R&D and innovation and the lack of professionalism. So in these two areas, our CSIR lab should help them. So science and technology innovation are more and more important in entire SME areas spectrum. For small scale industry, technology is a crucial factor for productivity and quality, whereas the medium scale industry, technology is a crucial factor for growth and competitiveness. So what the CSR can do for SME sector? The lab should closely interact with the SMEs and promote their innovation in SME sector and help them in innovation in process, product and packaging. We can help them in three to develop the process, product and packaging. Provide them institutional support for encouraging innovation. Provide innovators special support, both technical as well as the financial. Also create the IPR awareness among the SMEs. They are very weak in this. So we should help them. And finally, provide them S&T tool for technology upgradation, training, skilling and marketing. In this area, our laboratory can help them. What about the industry? How the industry can help us? Industry should come forward to set up industries in the vicinity of the villages, so that cluster of villages, so that it will generate lot of employment in rural areas and also restrict the flow of migration of people from rural to urban. So industry sectors should do that. They should have a industry in the vicinity of the cluster of village. Next thing is the industry should also increase the investment in R&D, which is at present very, very low as compared to the developed nation. We are spending, that means the government is spending near about 70% or 60 to 70%, and the private sector in India is only 30%, 30 to 40%. But in developed country it is reverse. Industry sector is budgeting, that means the industry is supporting near about 70% of the R&D, and only public sector is funding 30%. So we need to think over it, because the industry sector, they need to invest in R&D to increase their annual turnover. Industry should also provide a price and purchase preference to indigenously developed product and technology to promote Make in India. What is happening today? There is a PMA policy is there, preferential market access, but it is not implemented properly. So we should provide them, that means we should provide the indigenous product a preferential market that they